Hey guys, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha, and in this video I wanted to speak to you guys about healthy versus unhealthy INFJs. Obviously there's many characteristics that define what a healthy INFJ would be versus an unhealthy one. But there's a couple of things that I really want to mention that I think make an unhealthy INFJ, and that's something that really is workable. It's something that we can really improve upon. I don't want to talk about the stuff that we can't change, like overthinking and all that stuff. But I do want to talk about the stuff that we can change and improve on in order to become a healthier INFJ. The few things that I really think an unhealthy INFJ does is, first of all, they don't have good boundaries. That means that they give and give and give and deplete themselves and burn themselves out because they don't realize how far they should go, how far they should take themselves. They don't take care of themselves. They don't have good self-care routines. They spend way too much time in their head, which means that they're spending their time in their head and not actually doing anything about it. They're like, oh, they think, and they don't actually end up doing anything, and they think some more, and they don't do anything, and they think some more, and they don't do anything. Whereas the reality of the situation is, if you want to be a healthy INFJ, action is where health lies. The more actions you take, even if you're not sure about them, even if you don't know if they're the right actions, take some action, do something about it, make a choice, and move forward. So that's another thing that I think makes an unhealthy INFJ. So bad boundaries, overthinking, spending all their time in their head, not taking enough actions, and not believing in themselves enough, not loving themselves enough. I think that's a big one for an unhealthy INFJ. It's so big that I've done several videos on it. You guys can check them out. I've done so many videos on self-love because I think for me that has been actually a game changer, as I said previously. If I had not started to love myself as I am, with all of my quirks, all of my oddities, all of my darkness, if I hadn't started to love myself as I am, I would not be sitting here in front of you guys. Because I started to love myself as I am, because I learned to accept myself as I was, as I am right now, that's the reason I can sit here in front of you guys and do these videos and still be able to deal with all the negativity that some people send my way. A lot of people, I get a lot of trolls on this site. I delete all those comments because they're useless and I don't want to keep negativity in my life. It's like that saying where if someone's going to shit in your living room, you're not just going to keep it there, you're going to remove it, right? You're going to clean it up. So that's exactly the policy I follow. But I would not be able to sit here with you guys, talking about my opinions and my thoughts because I wouldn't believe in myself. I would think, who's going to listen to me? I still think that, but I still put myself out there. But people do listen to people. If you have something good to say, if you have something to say and you put yourself out there, I've noticed that people are really kind and generous for their time and their spirit, and they do listen and they do pay attention. But we have this self-doubt. We believe that we're not good enough. We feel we're worthy. We're not worthy. We feel that we're worthless. And we spend a lot of time in that mode. And that's the reason we don't get a lot of work done. So those few things, I think, really delineate what an unhealthy INFJ does and how they spend their time. In fact, a lot of the unhealthy INFJs, I would say, who message me with questions, these are the 3 or 4 things that they do consistently every single time. And these are the 4 or 5 things that I always tell them, please work on this first. The first thing I tell them every single time is learn to love yourself. And the way we learn to love ourselves is knowing ourselves. The more I learn about myself, the more I love myself. The more I learn about all the weird things I do, the more I love myself. Now, obviously, there's 2 different paths you could take in this, right? You could take the path where the more I learn about myself, the more I hate myself because, oh my God, I'm weird. Or you could take the path that, oh, the more I learn about myself, the more I love myself because I'm so odd, because there's no one like me on this planet, right? And so those are the 2 paths any INFJ can, or any person can take on this planet. I'm obviously telling you to take the path of love because self-love changes everything. And why hate yourself for being different? Yeah, you're different. Yes, we're misunderstood. Yes, no one likes us or understands us. Yes, we're odd. Yes, we're awkward. But why hate yourself for it? In my opinion, the odd people, the different people, the unique people, they're the ones who make the changes in the world. Like John Lennon, when he was young, he was really, really odd when he was a child. He would do all these things and the teachers would always be making fun of him or putting him down. But that's the reason he was able to make such a big impact on the planet, because he believed in himself. He knew he was odd. He knew he was different. And he just went along with it. And he said, cool, I am odd, I'm different, and I'm just going to do my thing. Same thing with Lady Gaga. Same thing with Tim Ferriss. I mean, same thing with all of my mentors and all the different people in the world who are making amazing shit happen. They're awesome because they're different, and they love themselves for that fact. They don't hate themselves. They don't put themselves down. And that's the basic essence of self-love. We're all different. Yes, we can play the role. We can be a chameleon. We can pretend like we're the same as everyone else. But we are technically all different. We all have different DNAs. We have all different life experiences. We're all different in the way we look at the world. Even the colors that we look at. I've read somewhere that if you're looking at red and I'm looking at red, the same red, I'll be seeing a different color based on my perceptions and my life experiences, and you'll be seeing a different color based on your life experiences and your perceptions, which is really crazy. It's the same color, but different people will see a different color, which is insane, right? So every single person on this planet is different. Yes, we might be a little bit more odd than normal, but what does that mean anyways? Why would you want to be the same as everyone else? And why would you want to be understood by the masses? If you're understood by the masses, I think that means that you're just mainstream. And why does anyone want to be mainstream? That's boring. Isn't it boring? I think it's boring. But that's one of the things I always start off with my emails back to the INFJs, is learn by yourself. Learn all of your different quirks. Learn your shadows. Learn your dark sides, about your dark sides. Learn your triggers. Learn about everything that you are, everything that you do, everything that you like, everything that you don't like. Know thyself. Aristotle's main paradigm is what I follow. Know thyself and love thyself is what I would add to Aristotle's paradigm, is know thyself and yet love yourself. Yeah? Know yourself as much as possible and then love yourself to the utmost of your ability, because no one else can love you as you can love yourself. No one else should be able to love you as you love yourself. You should be your best lover. That sounds odd. But you should be your best love. I mean, you should love yourself the most in the world, because no one else is going to love you as you love yourself, right? No one else is going to know you as you know yourself as well. So I think no one else can love you as you love yourself. So learn about yourself. Love yourself. Learn about what you're here to do on this planet. Stop spending so much time here in your head and do more. Do whatever you're doing. Make music if that's what you want to do. Make art if that's what you want to do. Make videos if that's what you want to do. Whatever it is, stop thinking about it. Stop doubting yourself. Stop not believing in yourself. And just do it. Just put yourself out there. Just do it. I know I say this over and over again to you guys, but the world is waiting for your stuff, whatever your stuff might be. It doesn't have to be YouTube videos. It doesn't have to be a podcast. It doesn't have to be a blog. Whatever it is. If you're thinking about making doll houses out of plastic bottles, do it. Make it. Stop thinking about it. Stop wondering if it's the right thing to do. Stop wondering if anyone's going to care. Stop wondering about if it's going to make an impact, if it's the best thing you can do. If you want to do it, and if no one else cares about it, even if no one else cares about it, just do it, because it's for you. You're doing it for you, and you put yourself out there. And stop spending so much time in your head, right? Just do it. Just make something. Take some action. It's really, really easy for an INFJ, especially if they're unhealthy, as I said, to have really poor boundaries, not only with the world, but with themselves as well. We're really, really, really harsh on ourselves. We're really critical of ourselves. And I'm saying this because I know I'm the cruelest person to myself sometimes. I've learned not to be, obviously. Because now when I'm mean to myself, I'm like, stop it. Stop being mean to yourself. Okay. And just stop it. And so I'll stop myself and I'll say something nice. But it was like, I used to be really, really, really hard on myself. And I still am. I work so hard and I work such long hours because I have a goal and a vision, and I see myself doing something really great in the world, and I want to do it. I want to do it right now. And I'm harsh on myself because I haven't done it yet. I wasted all my 20s, as I've told you guys, and I don't want to waste any more time anymore. And that's why I spend my time doing all the work that I do and putting myself out there over and over and over again. And that is, again, the reason why I want you guys to do exactly the same. Have really good boundaries with yourself. Know when you're tired. learn your habits. Learn when you need to put some food into your body. Figure out when you need to take care of yourself. Figure out when you need to go for a walk, or when you need to stop watching TV or YouTube channels and go to sleep. Figure out how much water you need and drink enough water. Keep a bottle of water next to your desk. Take care of yourself. And if it is cold, put on a hat like I am, even though it's the most unfashionable thing in the world, right? Just do it and take care of yourself. Have good boundaries, not only with the people around you, but for yourself as well. Do not let yourself be rude to yourself or mean to yourself or cruel to yourself. It is really easy for us to do that to ourselves. Oh, you're not good enough, or you're never going to do anything good in your life. You're useless. You're worthless. You're a waste of space. I used to say all these things to myself all the time. All the time. I don't anymore, but I used to. It took me a long time to get here. So that's one of the other things I want to say is that, if you feel like you're an unhealthy INFJ right now, don't fear and do not worry about it. Every INFJ starts off being unhealthy. Every INFJ starts off being unhealthy. And then little by little, they learn all these techniques that I've spoken about and other techniques. And they learn about themselves and they learn good boundaries. They learn how to take care of themselves. They learn how to do the work that they're here to do. They learn how to stop being in their head so much and take more actions. They learn all of this stuff over time. And then little by little, they come closer and closer to being that healthy INFJ. Now, we're never going to be completely healthy, obviously. We're never going to be completely perfect. And I'm not there yet. I don't think any one of you guys are there yet because it's not possible. We're always constantly going to be moving forward towards that goal. Always trying to reach the goal, but never really reaching it. So I hope this makes sense to you guys. I hope that I've been able to delineate the difference between a healthy versus an unhealthy INFJ and how you can perhaps move on that spectrum closer to health versus unhealthiness. That doesn't make any sense. I don't even think that's a word. Anyways, I hope this makes sense. If you guys have any questions at all, if you have any suggestions for future videos, if you have any comments, anything, let me know. And I'm here to answer your questions and here for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.